Back on the news side of things this evening, 11 Wisconsin school districts in our La Crosse and Eau Claire regions put some kind of school referendum on the April ballot. 8 out of 11 passed on Tuesday's election. Westby and Altoona's referenda failed by a very slim margin, but Arcadia's referendum swiftly rejected. 65% voted no. Arcadia schools had asked voters to approve a $750,000 referendum for 3 years for building maintenance, retaining staff, and replacing old buses. Superintendent Lance Bagstad said the district held informational sessions every Monday night throughout the month of March, and that turnout was low. He says they used email, social media, and a page on the district's website to detail how the referendum passing would actually lower district voters' property taxes.
And it would have actually reduced the taxes on a $150,000 home by $362 from this year into next year. And then after that, it would have reduced it even more.
Now, he says economic uncertainty, inflation, and the fact that fair market property values came out last year and raised everyone's property taxes may have influenced voters to vote no, especially if they hadn't seen the district's information. Now, Bagstad says his budgeting pencil has to be very sharp, and since the next state budget is not finalized yet, he has to assume the district isn't getting any additional help from the state. And that means making difficult decisions between now and the fall, including a hard look at staffing, which makes up 85% of the district's budget.
We're likely looking at not rehiring staff positions where we've had retirements or resignations. It could mean larger class sizes. It could mean limiting opportunities. For example, instead of having 3 levels of a particular sport, we might have to cut down to 2 levels of a particular sport. It might mean, do we have to reduce the number of contests that our high school sports teams play so that we can save locally on officials and workers and also save on cost for busing kids.
Bagstad hopes the state legislature realizes that increasing public education funding is, quote, an investment into the future of our communities. If Arcadia wanted to try another referendum, the earliest they could do so would be next spring election.